ain't started.
Oh, I didn't. Oh shit.
No, you didn't start
Good
it.
shit. All right.
But yeah,
Yeah, I gotta buy some of that black sea oil though, cause
very good. A lot of benefits.
yeah.
Make your dick bigger, all kinds of shit, man. Hair grow.
Yeah. See, the thing about that is, no homo. Like,
What you about to say? You good? I'm just saying these are the benefits of it. Or it does a lot.
I'm just saying, if it get any bigger, I don't think it's gonna be a comfortable situation.
Agree. Well, I agree for me, not for you.
Cause you know, of course. Cause you know, like, you ever been in public and your shit get hard?
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
It's hard to maneuver. See, I always have like my tote bag with me, so my shit get hard in the train. Before I get up to stop, I just put my tote bag in front and cover it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really carry nothing, so you take off your hat, you take off your jacket.
Yeah, my head is not gonna help. My head.
And that's why like I don't really wear like joggers and shit, cause at any point my mom be racing, so at any point my shit get hard. Joggers, it's no
Especially
material on your
gray,
back.
yeah.
Right.
I don't care if it's canvas. Fleece is the worst.
I never had fleece joggers.
Fleece is the worst.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a light material.
Right. I remember one time I was messing with this girl.
I'ma
This
get
is
it
years
too.
back. This is probably like. This was like when I was working at Hollister. And she came over to my house. We did what we did. And then we about to go to the store, I think, Dunkin' Donuts. And I put on my joggers. And my shit was like, it wasn't even hard, but it was showing. And she was like, you can't leave the house like that.
They tell you.
And then I had to change.
Yeah.
Because she made me. But yeah, man. What's good?
Chilling, man.
What's up, folks? Yo, the flash isn't on.
I know. I'm gonna just ignore it because the lights is good.
Alright. But yeah, what's up, folks, man?
Thank you guys for the great reviews.
Facts.
Last episode for all the great reviews. But
Facts.
we had a lot of good ratings and reviews.
Yeah, good feedback.
Mainly for the last episode.
Yeah.
We appreciate that a lot.
We had layers. Shout out to Steven to come back again.
That's a fact.
Steven, he's
Steven G.
He's definitely that guy that when you know when he's on, you're gonna put on your thinking caps and we're gonna dive into some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That episode had layers. And then I hope y'all enjoyed my weed story.
Yeah,
I listened back to that shit and I was crying, bro. Just reliving it, but
that clip I had to delete. Yo, that shit was hilarious.
oh yeah,
You saw your facial expression.
yeah.
Oh man.
But
shout out to the homie.
Yeah, shout out to the homie. But it's been kind of a slow media week, to be honest. Like nothing really too exciting happened, in my opinion. I just want to send some prayers out to Jussie Smollett. He from Empire. He what was it, last night or 2 nights ago, something like that. It was last night. He got attacked by 2 white men wearing MAGA hats, emphasis on white. In Chicago. Yeah. It was like 2 a.m. Came out of a restaurant. I think by himself, didn't have any security. He got jumped by them, and they was yelling out racial slurs, nigger. You know what I'm saying? And they had bleach, I guess, to bleach his skin, or some shit. And they had a noose, and I learned that today. Yeah. Like when somebody said it, I think it was Lee Daniels. He spoke about it, but he was like, "You didn't deserve to have that noose around your neck." I thought it was a figure of speech because they was white men wearing MAGA hat, and he was black. I'm thinking, okay, it's a figure of speech, but they really put a noose around his neck before they ran off, son. That shit is crazy. 2019.
Well, if Lee Daniels did say that, I'm gonna go off of what you just said. Yeah. You didn't deserve. So he deserved to be. So he deserved the bleach.
No,
I'm saying. I'm just saying. Like, no. That's what I'm saying.
You had to hear the video, but
did,
you just saying you didn't deserve.
Yeah, what they did.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, what they did to you.
No, but I'm saying, like, you paraphrased in a sense. Yeah. That's why I said if he indeed said like you didn't deserve the noose. So it's like you deserve to get jumped. You deserve to get bleach poured on you. But the noose, that's not too far. But yeah, I found out about it today actually. I was getting ready to come over here. And my girl, she told me about it. She was like, "Oh, did you hear what happened to the gay brother from Empire?" I was like, "Jussie Smollett?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, what happened? And she said, the whole Chicago thing. When she first started describing it to me, she said it in a way whereas he was attacked for being gay.
Yeah.
But I was like, what's the details? She was like, well, they started beating up on him. They call him nigga. I was like, when I heard that, red flag went off in my head.
Right.
Then she told me about the bleach and then the rope. They tied a rope around. She didn't say noose. She said they tied a rope. I was like, this is clearly racially motivated. This is not for being gay. But let's see if the gay community comes out in support of Jussie Smollett. Because you know when black people condemn white gay people or say anything, they be like, oh, we're not going to have this, Abdalla. We're not going to have this, Farrakhan. Oh, we're tired of you monkeys just talking crap about us and our people and our society and our lifestyle. We were born this way. We black. You know. we were born this way. No, you wasn't. But let's go along with it. You were born this way, and we want you to, just accept us for being us. And so I want y'all to come out and say that to these men.
Yeah, y'all gotta stand by. They gotta stand by this brother. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, on top of that, people that support Trump and wear MAGA hats, for those that aren't racist, even though y'all support Donald Trump, for those that aren't racist and just like the MAGA hat because you like his policies and y'all don't agree with this type of hate shit, y'all need to stand up and talk and be like, yo, we not in conjunction with this type of behavior. Mm-hmm. If y'all don't speak up, like if none of y'all leaders speak up and fucking condemn what just happened to this man, then that's almost agreeing with it. And you not, you know what I'm saying? That's like what happened in Charlottesville when Donald Trump, he didn't quite want to condemn it at first.
Yeah.
Nigga,
he said there were great men there.
At that point, you with it. You gotta condemn it, or else we assuming that you agree with it or you side with it.
Yeah.
So we need to see some of y'all be like, nah, we not fucking with that. We support Trump, but we not with this racially motivated hate crime shit. You know what I'm saying? I doubt anybody gonna come on and say
I doubt it. Yeah, they not.
And that's the crazy part. That's some hypocritical shit. Cause y'all get tight when we say y'all racist for rolling with the MAGA hat and like being
a Trump supporter.
Being Trump supporters and being bigots and stuff like that. Which a lot of y'all are. I'm not saying all, because I have a couple friends that do support Trump. They don't wear the MAGA hat, but they do. They did vote for him and they rocking with him and shit. Mm. I don't quite understand it, but I don't believe they're racist. But
you'd be surprised.
Man, you'd be surprised. But y'all gotta step out and say some shit. Well, y'all agree?
I agree.
Cause that shit was nuts. You get jumped by two white men, and they put a noose around. So he kind of got blind from the bleach. That's some crazy stuff.
Who rolls around with bleach though?
Bleach and a noose.
So y'all was waiting for that.
Yeah, they was waiting, and I heard he was getting threats at the studio last week.
Yeah, I heard he was getting
sending
threats.
Sending notes and stuff.
I was like, when I heard about the threats, because I don't really be in celebrities' business like this. I don't follow what they be going through or whatever.
I just burped the thing.
You taste it, right? Yeah. So when I heard about the bleach and when I heard about the incident of him being attacked first, then I heard like the week prior he was getting like threats. Right. I was like, is this nigga, like, did he just sign for his masters or something? Like, what's going on? Right. What is he doing behind the scenes for black people that is making like white society
get agitated?
Yeah, and want to like take certain steps, measures towards him. So I gotta look into what these power moves that our brother is making, but I hope everything is well with him.
Yeah, we got you on our prayers.
Yeah, that family, man. Like, shout out to his sister too.
And he took himself to the hospital.
He did. Okay, which is good. And I heard he fought back.
I would hope so.
Don't touch me. I'm joking.
You gotta sprinkle laughter on the. How dare you? But nah, man. Shout out to that brother, man. Hope you're doing well.
Don't trust these white people. I'm gonna end this segment like this. Don't trust these white people. Black people who associate black people who feel gay do not think that.
Why you say feel gay? Why you say who are gay?
All right, black people who are gay.
All right, nigga.
Don't think that the gay society, like the LGBTQ, is looking out for you.
They gotta prove it.
Like,
in my eyes,
the LGBTQ, like, I don't know who the heads are, who sits on council for them.
Right.
I guarantee there's no black, gay, or lesbian person amongst them. You see what I'm saying? People need to stop thinking that racism or white supremacy is only prevalent in the business world. It's only prevalent in certain aspects of society. No, this shit is around, like, across the board. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Across the board and worldwide. So, just because you're gay doesn't mean that you're exempt from being racially, preyed upon.
Right.
You're just now gay and black. You're still black.
Right. And black trumps it all.
Exactly. That's all we like.
In their eyes. Yeah. You being gay is just a plus. It's just the icing on top of the icing of the cake.
Yeah. Majority of black people who have sexual, like, you're a fetish in their eyes. Like, you're exotic to them. They just want to have that physical interaction, that physical pleasure with you or from you, and that's about it. As long as these physical needs is met, that's it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get up out this bed, and I'm gonna still practice white supremacy. Because why would I give up all of these benefits just so I could just have one need met? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting all these other needs met.
Right.
Plus, in terms of this, physical aspect, there's some of y'all that are coons, so I could get the physical need met as well from a coon.
Yeah.
Who's willingly gonna give it up to me.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna care about if I hate his people.
Exactly.
He a coon. He just want me for what I want for him. It's just sex.
Exactly.
And that's easy because lust is one of the most popular. Well, not saying popular. Is one of the most
blinding factors.
No, like one of the most like 7 sins. That's like the most common. Greed, lust. You know what I'm saying? Deceit, type of shit. Like it's easy to fall victim to lust, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Niggas will sell their soul for some pussy or some dick.
Yeah. All I want is my black, gay brothers and sisters to wake up, and my black sisters who classify themselves as feminists to wake up. Because that's a whole nother can of worms. They think this feminist society cares about them. They think Margaret Sanger gave a fuck about them. They think all these people...
They pick and choose when they want to be righteous.
Black people, before you classify yourself, and that's why when we had the conversation a couple weeks back, I said, I don't want to be confined by labels anymore. Like, I'm not going to call myself a vegan. I'm not going to call myself a vegetarian. Yeah. Whatever my spirit yearns for at that given moment, whatever I crave or whatever, I'm going to indulge in. Life is about balance. I always say this.
Except for pork.
Except for pork, except for white people, except for demonic shit. So
except for white people come in his Uber car, he be like, hey, Bob, like, see you again. We on time.
Yeah, I'm like that with black people. I'm like that with Asian people. I'm like that with gay people.
You treat white people a little bit better, nigga.
No, I don't. There's no coonery in my car. Anyway, what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted?
I forgot.
You always doing this shit, son. Well, all I want to say is everybody go get a gun.
That's the wrong message.
Go get a gun. You ain't even
out of New York, cause tough luck getting in New York.
In or out of New York. You gotta
be a CEO to get a gun in New York, nigga.
In or out of New York, go get a gun, and just protect yourself and your family. That's all I'm gonna say. Protect yourself and your family.
All right. But yeah, speaking of Chicago, they saying it's gonna feel like negative 50 degrees.
Damn, that was last week for us.
Nah.
It was brick out.
It was brick.
Son, it was
brick, but they literally saying
negative
it's gonna
50,
feel
that's
negative. Crazy. It's a state emergency. You can't be on the streets.
Damn.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with all the homeless people.
I was just thinking that,
Negative 50 degrees. That's some.
That wind blowing, you turn into a snowman.
That's some day after tomorrow shit, son.
Imagine
the
that.
movie The Wind Came. It was just freezing up. They body was just freezing up.
Imagine that though. The wind blowing, you turn into a snowman. That's crazy.
Son, that's.
Birds dropping out the sky.
Son, yo, no lie. This made me think about what Steven said last week, and when he had his, when he come back, nigga, the global cooling, son.
Yeah.
Why is it that cold?
Why didn't I? Not to toot my own horn or bring it back to me or whatever. Didn't I always say? I know for a fact I said it before. I said anything that they tell us in the media, it's usually the opposite. So I was like, we already went through ice ages, not one in the past, and there's a saying that's basically
we're gonna go back to.
Well, the saying is like nothing is new under the sun, right? Mm-hmm. So how do we not know that it's a global cooling occurring and not a global warming? Like the winters are longer.
You said that term though?
What? Global cooling?
Yeah, global cooling?
Yeah, I said.
Oh, the first time I heard that was with Steven.
I believe I said it. But I alluded to the fact of the Earth getting colder and going back to an ice age. Like, how do we know it's
that'd be fucking nuts.
Not gonna be another ice age or something? I would have to listen to the episode. But yeah, shout out to Steve. Like, he always come through with the gems.
That's crazy, man.
And all these pictures with ice melting and stuff. Like, how do we know that's just not a different part of the ocean?
Right.
How do we know you took that picture in the same place?
Right. It's so weird. It's like certain areas.
People be like, I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures.
Yo, it's so crazy.
I saw the same seal in the first picture. He was the grandpa seal in the second picture.
Right.
Like, it make no damn sense.
Makes me think like it's called global warming, global cooling, but it's like this part of the world is getting global warming.
Exactly.
But then this town is getting global cooling.
Yeah. Global. Like, the whole globe should be getting warmer.
City cooling.
Yeah.
Ocean warming.
Heart warming.
Right.
Heart cooling.
Yeah. It's, and they already called Chicago the Windy City. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie, son.
That's crazy.
And I'm in the post on Twitter, don't take, when it was cold in New York last week, please don't take your fucking kids out, man. Like, why you taking your newborn baby out? I don't care what you gotta do, my nigga. Call out of work or just stay home, son. Find a babysitter to come watch him. The baby 2 months, he outside. Obviously, he bundled up, but still, it's 4 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't care how much bundled, nigga, he should not be outside, son. Pets, too.
Yeah,
I be feeling for dogs. Even a guy, like, some dogs be having no jacket on, be freezing. You think
because
he got fur, he can't get cold?
Just because he don't speak.
Put that fucking dog in a North Face, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. I don't like seeing, like, all that stuff is against, like, it's against humanity. It's against, like, not even humanity. It's against nature. Like, why do you have to have a living thing confined? Why do you have to have dominion and ownership over something? Like,
oh, you mean like just having a dog, period?
Yeah, like regulating, you know what I'm saying, certain things with the animal. Well, animals, period. Like, I want lions. I always said this. I'm still gonna say it. That, my nigga. But how I envision having them, it's not like on some confinement shit. Like, they'll do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Roam around, walk around. I'm gonna have like a forested area in my backyard. Like, I don't plan on living too much in the city when I retire.
You plan on having your kids around them, like small babies?
You always ask me the same question. My God.
I'm just asking again to reiterate for new listeners.
Damn. Are you gonna watch this episode? So
do you plan on having your tiger and your lion around a newborn child?
I don't want tigers. I only want lions.
Okay, do you plan on having a lion around your newborn child?
No, I plan on having my children around my lions, yes.
While they small?
While they're small, yes.
You on your own.
They know me. The lions know me.
You on your fucking own. But
right.
I see Instagram pages and people interact with big cats like what's his name? Tarzan, I think his name is. I forgot his real name. The real Tarzan on Instagram. This other guy be seeing this white guy, this other young Spanish girl.
Well, I don't watch white people. I watch
other guys, whatever.
Oh, but speaking of lions,
but like, I'm not done yet, nigga.
Well, hurry up, cause I got an important story to say.
Off. But yeah, we're not doing no free promo, nigga.
I'm turning it around.
Take the cranberry off the screen. We not doing no free promo for these niggas, man. Cut us a check.
You
cut us a check.
You the one that called the name, man.
I said cranberry. I didn't say the name.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, nah. I see Instagram pages of these guys wrestling with the tire, and they see them in the wild, and the lion remembers them. I understand that, but I never see them with small children. I think there's a reason for that. I mean, I don't know, but these people they raise these small they raise the lions from young, but I never see them in videos with small children with the lions and the tigers. So I'm just saying, cause you my man. Those are my nephews and nieces. So I found out, nigga, I'm calling kid services, nigga, and I'm getting them out of there.
I wouldn't put my children in jeopardy, in harm's way. And you better not call child services on my children.
I'm calling them. If I see a lion near my nephew, I'm calling them, nigga.
You call him to get my children from child services to put them into the system, they better off being eaten by the lions. But anyway, as I was about to say, animals, whether they're domesticated or wild, they don't harm pregnant women and young children.
We had this discussion. I don't know that.
They don't. I'm telling you.
All right.
God told me that. He told me. Man, what the hell you told me?
Right.
Anyway, in addition to that, there's a story that I was reading a couple weeks ago. I don't know when exactly it happened, but I came across it. It's a young black girl. She's like 8 years old, Ethiopian. She got beat up by like 8 people. I don't know. From the story, it sounded like teenagers, people older than her, whatever. She got beat up badly and got left, well, not left for dead, but she basically got beat up. And a herd of lions came and chased the people away. Well, I know they didn't come in there. It's like, oh, y'all gotta leave. They came there like, rah!
Right.
Them niggas dipped. And they stayed with the little girl until help came. Now, I don't know, when I read that part, I was like, did her family come? And then the family was like, oh, I'm her sister. And the lions was like, all right, cool. You could go. And we was just waiting with the girl. Like, how do you know that it's help? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, animals can pick up on emotions.
Yeah.
So they would sense, like, when the girl sees somebody she's familiar with and she's like,
more comfortable.
yeah, exactly. They could sense that, I guess. But I was like, look at that. Lions is helping people. Yo, y'all lions, if you listening, y'all niggas need to help black people. Like, we really need a lot of help right now. Any white people you see just...
Yo, speaking of... sorry to cut you off.
You are sorry.
Speaking about animals and shit, like, yo, I just want to say something real quick. Cause I know we got listeners that's they're activists for animal lives and care. Son, all I see all day on social media is a number of species getting extinct, son.
Rhinos are
close to extinct. Fucking poachers are just killing them, son.
People call them poachers. I call them white people.
Yeah.
Rhinos are close. They've been killing them and taking the... Chinese people are doing that.
The fucking eastern mountain lion is officially extinct.
I'm tired of these people.
I hate these niggas, bro. I hate these niggas. Like, what are you killing these animals for, son? You invade... Yo, that shit got me so tight. I'm like, they gone now. They only in captivity. The ones that they breeding them. I'm like, bro, you know how many... And then this girl... Let me see this.
And then the ones in captivity, they be castrating them and certain stuff. It's like they can't reproduce no more. The animal, like, yo.
So look what this girl tweeted, son. I retweeted it.
Can't stand this system, son.
This girl tweeted. She said, it was a post. It said, "What's your favorite fact about veganism that has people shook?" She retweeted saying that if we killed humans at the same rate as we kill animals for food, the entire population would be gone in 17 days. All 7.7 billion of us. You put that in perspective, son.
Yeah.
17 fucking days.
Animals
if they
killed.
did to us what we did to them.
Yeah.
For food and for their own pleasure. We'll be out of here in less than a month, son.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. chickens, cows, turkeys, they gonna have to get some type of work. But mountain lions, wolves, lions, rhinos, it's like elephants. Those are unnecessary as killings, son. Unnecessary. They got people in Africa injecting rhinos in their horns or some type of pink thing that's gonna, like, I guess, poison the... Not poison it, but, like, contaminate the rhino's horn without hurting the rhino. So...
That it could fall off?
No, so it makes it worthless to poachers because they killing the rhinos for their horns to sell them.
Yeah, they kill them for
they contaminate it before they... Or to do that, it's no point in killing them.
But that's the measures they contaminating them.
No.
I know, I understand, but I'm like, look at you.
It's to kind of like save their life in a way, because it's not really hurting the rhino. It's saving them from getting hunted. Which I mean,
yeah, but those are the desperate. Y'all doing shit.
That's the thing. Those are the desperate measures we gotta take to like they gotta do something that's ill to save his life.
What if these injections cause headaches for the rhino?
Is headaches worse than dying?
Yeah.
I mean,
what?
I mean,
a headache? Like, you could get a continuous headache for like years.
You mean my rays are pretty bad, but we don't. I mean, I don't know the effects of it. I don't know the effects of it, but I'm assuming these people are good people. They want to see these people. Nah, because I've seen folks that I believe really care for animals, and they partner up with these foundations.
Yeah, but I don't want y'all to do anything to.
But that's what I'm saying. Desperate measures. Like desperate. These are desperate times.
Desperate something calls.
So desperate measures are taken from desperate times. Whatever the fucking saying is, These animals are getting like killed, and they ripping out their horns, and they leaving them on the fucking horizon.
What does that say about Chinese and white people? Damn, I've been said it. These people are Neanderthal. They got
demonic,
Neanderthal.
Right?
They demonic too. Yeah, they demonic. Definitely.
Yo,
there's a picture of a Chinese guy in Africa. He's with 2 African queens, and he got, certain parts of Africa, like the women are like topless or whatever. Yeah, He got one hand, like he got them on each side of him, and he got like his arms around the women necks. And basically he got their titties in his hands, smiling in the picture. Like, look at me exploiting y'all women.
Who takes the picture? Who letting a woman? I'm not letting that go down.
Like I said, certain villages, they are exposed because that's like, we're just free.
But don't touch them.
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo.
Yeah, that's.
I'm born and raised in Guyana, but if I see a black person being exploited anywhere, I look at it as an extension of myself. Yeah. Because technically that's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna, when I go to Africa.
You would have punched him in the face?
If I saw him do that, I would approach him, yes. I would approach him.
Yeah, facts.
It's up to that person based on how they react. That's what dictate my rebuttal or my actions.
Right.
So if you all right, I'll be like, don't do that again. I don't know these women, but don't do that again.
Yeah.
All right.
I do what I know.
I know kung fu. All right. I have a gun on me. So let me see your kung fu stop a gun.
I know kung fu. That was funny. You funny sometimes, you know that?
I appreciate that.
You funny sometimes.
I try.
But moving on though. What we got next, man? This is totally off topic, but you know about the porn star Teanna Trump, right?
I like Teanna Trump.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, she cool. I don't really watch her videos. She cool though. She give head really well.
I was just about to say she give really good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fellatio.
Yeah. Her Twitter is insane. She posts videos all the time about her giving head and shit. But
she needs to fuck with more black guys though. Right?
Yeah, a lot of these porn stars.
A lot of black porn
stars.
That's part of the contract. Yeah. I listened to Van Lathan podcast. He had Nat Turner on there. As soon as I saw the name, I was like, "Oh, that's the OG."
That's
he taught me a lot of.
Son, no homo. He my favorite porn star. As far as like men go.
Oh, I was about to say like.
Not like
favorite porn star.
Like the style that he fucks the women.
Yeah. And the women he gets.
It's ideal like how I would
women
fuck.
He gets.
How I fuck girls. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
I
the homie.
I rock with that.
He taught me a lot of positions and shit.
Yep. That from the back when you hold their hands, that they fall in love with you, man.
Right.
I was like, thank you, Nat.
Right.
That shit actually worked.
Right now notes and shit like, oh, you said what? I did that. Alright.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But she had a recent interview on some radio not podcast, some radio show. I forgot what it was. And she said, she was on there with another porn star. She's Asian. They recently had like this viral scene where they're having a threesome with one guy, and then the guy nutted in Teanna Trump, and then the Asian girl sucked up. This is getting a little explicit, but it was crazy. It was nuts. So it went viral. So they had an interview. She said that she slept with 86 people in her senior year alone.
Damn.
Alone.
That's more than my life.
Son, senior year starts September to June, right? Yeah. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February,
it's only 9 months.
March.
86 in 9 months.
My nigga.
That's like
what? Let me see.
That's like about 10 bodies a month. That's right. Doable.
That's like 2 or 3 niggas a week. Woman. 2 or 3 people a week, son. And
then some of them are threesomes, because, she said people. She didn't specify men.
She was 17. 18 lower, I'm assuming.
Well, to be quite honest...
well, what's that make her?
Promiscuous.
What's that make her?
Adventurous.
What does it make her?
Fun.
It makes her a hoe.
No, I wouldn't say
it makes her a hoe.
No.
What?
If anything, a nymphomaniac.
What?
Do you know what a nymphomaniac is?
Yes, you're addicted to sex. You
not
love
addicted.
sex.
You're not addicted.
You're a sex maniac.
Yeah.
You could be addicted to sex.
Well, yeah, you might be addicted.
She's a hoe.
No.
Yes, bro.
What is a hoe? What is a hoe?
Her, bro.
Is a hoe a detrimental term? Is it safe to say that?
It's whatever it is. You're a hoe. It is whatever it is. Like, I'm black, and I'm... you know what I'm saying? I'm black, and I'm light-skinned, and, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't call it
being a hoe. I
don't call it being a hoe.
Look, I'm not... And I've said in my podcast before, I don't call women hoes. If they tell me their experiences, like if a girl says I have this many bodies, I don't judge them. You can have fun, but it's always a limit. There's levels to it. Okay. 86 in one senior year?
Yeah.
She's a hoe, and it's okay.
Listen,
it's alright. I'm not saying you deserve to die or
I understand.
You're a hoe.
All I'm saying is, at one point in my life, I would have labeled a woman like her as what?
I got some cream.
I knew you wanted some.
Cause my cup is empty.
Alright. At one point in my life, I would have called a woman who did that a hoe. But I'm saying, like right now for me, I don't really subscribe to that terminology.
Bro, me either. But check it out. Watch. Wait.
My reason being is because everybody has their own wants and needs.
Fuck all that, man. It's
Son,
levels, bro.
You're not getting it.
It's levels. 86.
Who's the nomenclator that makes these levels?
I subscribe to that too. 86.
Yeah, but who's the nomenclator making these levels? Who are you? Who's the gatekeeper? Who is the one in society saying you can only have sex with 50 person body, nigga. If you go past this limit, you are now a hoe.
Bro,
if you go past this limit, you are now a smut.
Bro.
If you go past that limit, you are now,
her biological system in her body. Women tell me all the time, you have sex too much, you can get infections, you can get an abundance of yeast infections.
Not every woman is the same. Not every person is the same.
Okay, but the bodies are very similar, and she has a vagina.
I know she has a vagina.
You know what I'm saying? Like, You're fucking a lot of men, and I'm pretty sure not all
of them was... I'm we grew up thinking...
all of them was protected. I'm pretty sure not all of them didn't have an STD. I'm pretty sure not all of them was filthy niggas.
So it's safe to say,
probably didn't drink water, they probably drank soda all day.
Oh my God.
No pineapple juice. I'm just saying, son. I know, look, I don't call them in hoes either. But you tell me you fuck 86 guys in 1 year, I'm calling you a hoe, and it's alright. It's not even a year, though. It's 9 months.
So for the year, she probably fucked 100, 120. So that's worse?
Look, you ain't hear me say one time that.
Okay, question.
Saying a hoe is bad, but
if you met a girl named Sarah, and she said I only had sex with one guy in my senior year, and you met Teanna Trump, and she said I had sex with 86 guys in my senior year, who is the better person?
The better person or better person to date? Because the difference.
Yeah, but based on how you're speaking, who's the better person? I understand how I can label the question. No, I'm leaving it at better person. That's why I labeled it.
I don't know who's the better person.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. Because you know you was gonna get a lot of backlash on it. But
first of all, fuck y'all backlash.
The reason that was the reason why
I
asked that
question. You know
we
the backlash.
I know. I really don't.
Fuck y'all backlash. I said what I want. It's my podcast.
Our podcast.
Our podcast.
Thank you very much. But all I'm saying was, it's like based on how you was wording it, it's like she's lesser of a woman or lesser of a human.
That's not what I'm saying.
Because she had so
not
much...
lesser of a human, because humans is a human.
Experience in 1 year.
My nigga, 86 is outrageous.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And okay, and so it would be safe to say that you wouldn't date a woman like that.
I wouldn't even look at yo. I wouldn't let you look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a type where like no lie, she could be coming over next week, and she told me she fought 86 guys. That let's say it was June, the end of the year, and she was like, I'll be honest, I fought 86 niggas before you this year alone. Yeah. Since September.
You wouldn't smash?
I wouldn't fuck her no more.
You wouldn't smash?
I would not smash.
I would smash.
I would not fuck that girl.
You're not in a relationship.
No matter. One thing about me, I don't like having girls.
If it's 86 niggas I know,
every nigga done got.
That's different. I mean, if I went to the same high school,
in the same state, I'm bound to know at least 15.
That's what I was about to say.
Come on.
If me and her was in high school together, and she said 86, I'm like 86 in the school.
Right.
That's the whole graduating class.
That's probably teachers.
That's staff.
So you think teachers didn't hear niggas talking? So
Teanna free.
You know, nigga, gym teachers in our school was fucking girls and passing for gym. So you know what I'm saying?
Pouring tapes and all of that in the fucking gym room. But I mean, it's to each their own. Like I mean, I'm looking at it like I'm not in a relationship with you.
Okay, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying I think you should have a little more respect for your body.
I think so too.
I would never date someone like that. And two, I don't want to fuck no girl like that because I don't want to fuck somebody that everybody could have. You know how many times? And then New York City is so small. You know how many times I fucked with a girl that I met on Instagram or. Well, I'm new to Twitter, but they say I fuck with a girl on Twitter. But even Twitter, mess with a girl on Twitter, or mess with a girl on Instagram. You know how many times, like down the line, I talk to another girl, and that girl is friends in the same circle with that other girl, or like I meet a nigga and I go on his page and he wearing heart eyes under this girl that I fucked 4 months ago. This shit is small. Yeah. So 86. I know at least 20 niggas. At least minimum, at least 20. It's too close to home. Not even that. I don't like fucking girls that every nigga could get. I always like fucking girls that. Obviously, I'm not gonna be the only nigga fucking them, but I like getting girls that is not just for the taking. Like they just out here giving anybody. It turns me off. Yeah. Like why you so easy? Like
I agree. And in addition to that too, I like showing them. I like going up for the challenge. Like, when I was single, I always said I wanted a woman who is, like, close to the point of, like, giving up on men. And I just changed her whole dynamic, her whole way of thinking, her whole understanding. Right. And I'm like, yeah, you gonna remember me for life now.
Yeah, because I changed your whole mindset on us.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. I encountered so many girls that's just like, man, men, they just cheaters, and men, they do this, they do that. You know the whole deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of times I don't even be trying to like I don't even be really on them like that. This is who I am. And they, oh my God, why are you single? Oh,
yeah, I hated
y'all not
question.
worthy.
Yeah, I hated that question.
Y'all not worthy.
Question.
The same, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're so like concerned about me being single, how about you make the attempt to change that?
Right, cuff me.
So it's like, why do you even pose this question? You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's like a waste of time. It's like you just want to talk.
I get that all the time. Don't ask me like why I'm single. You ain't trying to cuff me, nigga.
Another thing too that I like, since we're on this topic, I like that like initial stages when you dating a girl and like her friend is like the overprotective friend and try to give you like a screening. I love that. I love it from anybody.
And you end up impressing her.
Yeah, I remember in City Tech
She's
one
like,
time.
wow, girl, you better keep this one.
Yeah,
These are good ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, it is what it is.
I remember in City Tech, like I went out to lunch with this girl I was talking to, and her best friend was there too, and she was Italian. The best friend was Italian. And she's like one of them type of people, like they ask like 5 questions back to back to back. You still answering question number 1, and she already on question number 4. So anyway, I ran through all her questions, eye contact, full eye contact, locked in, and I'm like, yeah, what else you got? She smiled. She didn't have a response. She smiled. She looked at the girl.
She's Italian, right?
Yeah.
She's white.
Yeah.
You have a dinner with white women?
She was
foul,
there, yeah.
That's foul.
She was her best friend.
Continue. That's foul though.
She smiled, looked at the girl, and she's like, "I told you." Like, I guess she told her good things about me, like,
yeah.
Yo,
and she was like, I'll put him to the test.
So she's like, "I told you," and then I was just like, "Yeah." I love that screening shit though.
Right. I haven't gotten that in a while, but girls be doing that like all the time, like. They putting niggas through, not really through tests, but
screening.
Yeah,
but you know what the funny thing is? The
want.
one who always put the screening, who always conducts the screenings, she usually is single or has bad relationship. Like,
you need to put yourself through a screening.
How relationship be rocky.
Right.
That's the funny thing.
Right.
Like, what's the purpose of this? Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to focus on yourself.
Son, a lot of times it be y'all.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of times it be y'all, son. And I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. A lot of times it be y'all. It'll be nothing else but y'all. Y'all bring baggage from past relationships, shit you been through 5 years ago. You ain't even had your heart broken in like 4 years. Why you still on this wave? Get off the train.
Yeah.
You still on this niggas ain't shit train. Nigga ain't break your heart in 4 years. You still got this hurt in your heart from one nigga. And to be honest, a lot of y'all pump faking. Y'all only fuck with 2 niggas. One of the 2 niggas, y'all just didn't work out, and then one nigga hurt your heart. How you judging all men off of 1 or 2 niggas? You gotta at least, my opinion, you cannot judge a fucking, what's it called? A species of men, or whatever you want to call it, off of like a handful of relationships. You ain't been through shit yet.
Especially if it's teenage relationship.
You ain't been through shit.
If it's relationship below the age of 30, period.
If you 30 years old and you saying niggas ain't shit, one, your mindset is trash. You gotta fix something within yourself. But you also been through some shit, so I want to hear about it. My nigga, if you under 24, 25, you saying niggas ain't shit, first thing I'm asking you, how many boyfriends you had? Like, serious boyfriends.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about Jose at 14. I don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about Michael at 17. These niggas are children. I tell girls this all the time. You cannot expect a young man that just got a taste of a pussy or just got a taste of like him coming into like his puberty, he feeling himself.
Exactly.
You expect this nigga to be faithful to you? He on a basketball team. He growing a little facial hair. You mad at him because he in a... This nigga's a young kid.
And to be quite honest, majority of women, they would know a guy is messing around with them or whatever, and a lot would stay, and majority of women do not move on until they have that backup secured. You see what I'm saying? So, it's like, technically, we're both cheating. Because you emotionally moved on before you physically left the relationship.
That's worse to me. That's worse to me.
I'm just around the vessel. Yeah. Your whole mind, your heart, all of that is with this other guy.
A girl tell me she kissed a guy, but then also say that, yo, I'm starting to like him. I take the I like him part harder than the kiss part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I never experienced it, but in my head, I'm like, damn, you like this nigga? Like, I must be really fucking up, son.
Yeah. If you tell me you love me, but you like John, I'm envious for the liking John.
Right. Yeah, son.
You're supposed to like me.
Right.
Yeah, I want to be liked.
Yeah, son.
Like I told Mel one time, I was like, not only do I love you, but I also like you.
Yeah, that's important.
And I don't want that to die down. I don't want that to go away. Like, I like you. I like having fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is why we do shit. Like, we play Uno, we play Yu-Gi-Oh, we play basket. She played 2K with me. Like, mad shit. So it's like, it's like I got a cool ass, girlfriend, emphasis on the friend.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
Women, get y'all shit together, man. Everybody get this shit together, but I'm just tired of hearing the whole victim shit. Like, you gotta let that go at some point. Cause you're gonna drag that along. Yeah. And nigga like me, I don't wanna hear it, son. I could be the best guy in the world, but in your eyes, I ain't shit. So why am I gonna do all this for you? Sometimes I don't have the patience.
Y'all fishing in the same pond for a magical fish.
Right.
When you could just go across the street to another pond.
Right. And, nigga, plot twist, the pond is your mind.
That too.
That's the deepest shit. Like, the pond is your mind. Your mind is attracting you to the same type of niggas.
It sounds like you're saying mon.
Mine. Well,
I know you're saying mine, but it sounds like you're saying mon. The pond is your mind. I'm like, what? This nigga turned into Jamaican.
Okay, boy. The pond is your mind. And until you change your mindset, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be searching around the same nigga.
Yeah, you're going to attract the same nigga.
Why am I always fucking with ain't shit niggas? You really got to look at yourself like, what is it about me that's attracting them? Or what is it about me that's attracting me to them? Once you fix that, you're going to see a difference.
Attend some business meetings. Meet some, entrepreneurs.
Start dating white men. They ain't so bad.
What? Don't ever do that on this podcast. Don't do that. What else we got?
Hey, man. What we got next? We got Oh, this is right. This is fluent.
The 18-year-old.
This is fluent. I got smoke for you, nigga. Just know that.
What's up?
So,
I'm here for it.
YouTube star. She's an upcoming YouTube star. Ariadna Juarez.
I don't know her.
I ain't know about her either until now. She's 18 years old. I said upcoming star. You didn't hear that?
You said YouTube star.
And then,
you didn't hear that?
And then I said YouTube upcoming star. You didn't hear that? Open your eyes, motherfucker.
You hear with your eyes?
Open your ears. Open your ears.
Yeah, keep going.
She's 18. She's openly dating a 13-year-old boy.
Shout out to him.
Have him on Instagram, then kissing and stuff like that. See, this is that hypocritical shit. They having sex? I don't know. Most likely.
All right, then it's not that bad. Wherever you going with this, if they're not having sex, it's not that bad.
They having sex.
It's like an 18-year-old friend that you have that you kiss and hold.
They having sex.
If they not having sex, then it's not that bad.
Bro, she's talking about marrying this nigga. They kissing.
All right. That's why I said kissing is not sex.
Bro. No, that's still a crime.
Kissing?
Yes.
A 13-year-old.
If a teacher kisses, well, not teacher, because that's his job.
Okay.
If an older person, if R. Kelly kisses, right.
Bad example.
That's not a bad example.
No, bad example.
If R. Kelly kisses a 14-year-old, that's illegal.
With his name,
Look,
you have your own views on him.
It's not it's not even a bias. It's a fact. He's a fucking pedophile.
Use another Drake.
Okay.
If Drake
If me,
Drake kiss a 13-year-old.
No, I'll throw myself on the chopping block. Me, I'm 26. If I kiss a 15-year-old, it's just kissing. That's still illegal. That's statutory rape. Yes, really? It is. Yes.
Kissing is
my
rape.
Parents can call the police on me, nigga. Yes.
For kissing, they thought.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you could call the cops, but is
yes.
that rape?
I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna get raped myself, nigga. Yes. I'm going to the feds.
You going to the feds for kissing?
I'm going to jail.
Nah, I gotta look that up. I know you going. I know you gonna get jail time. Possibly.
Well, I don't know about jail time, but they can call the police, and something can happen. I'm not sure about
you're gonna get jail time.
The whole totality of it, but you can't be an adult kissing younger adults, younger kids, nigga. How do you not know this? This is basic shit.
First of all, he's a teenager. She's a teenager.
He just became. You know what's crazy? She said that.
Oh my God! America has all these terminologies, she said, but they have so many loopholes.
Yeah,
it's a teenager. It's a teenager.
Yes, 12. 13.
Yeah.
He's in the first level of teenager.
So what?
First age.
So what? He's a teenager.
And then she said they were speaking before that, so you was fucking with a 12-year-old? This bitch is sick, son. That's what it is. She's sick. She needs help, bro.
Nah, you never know. I'm serious. You never know. You never know what she's going through to make her so attracted to her.
You're right.
Because majority of the time, women of that age, they're usually attracted to men in mid-20s and shit. Not a teenager. It's like she's a senior and he's a junior. I mean, he's a freshman.
Don't backtrack, nigga. Keep that same answer you had off air, nigga.
Who's backtracking?
You backtracking a little bit.
No, I'm not.
You backtrack. You moonwalking. You moonwalking a little bit.
I don't backtrack.
You moonwalk.
What I said off air, I can't remember verbatim, but I said
you was like,
that's what's up. I said that's what's up.
It's my perspective that it's bad that an 18-year-old woman is dating a 13-year-old boy.
Oh my God.
If it was the other way around.
Woman and boy.
Okay, she's a young woman. And he's a boy.
You sound like Fox 5 News right now.
He's a boy, 13.
He's a teenager. A 18-year-old teenager is dating a 13-year-old teenager. Damn.
Okay.
All right.
If it was the other way around, how would you feel?
I would be against that. I said that
off
air as well.
I
said that off air as well.
But you got to keep the same energy. What's the difference?
It's the same energy. I agreed with one aspect. I disagreed with one aspect. I clearly said as well, if it was my 13-year-old son, if it was my 13-year-old son, I said I wouldn't bash him for that. I said I would be that. That was up. That's what's up. I mean, if I clearly said if it was the other way around, the 18-year-old guy, and
it should be bad.
Regardless of relationship, I said I disagree with it.
You should be bashing both.
No
matter.
I said age is not synonymous with maturity. Did I not say that?
You did say that. But
okay. And then I said,
it don't fucking matter. What's the law?
I was very mature for my age when I was 16, 17 years old. I could hold a conversation with a...
Okay, that's what you think. That's what we think in our minds.
I know my...
Maturity to us is doing...
No,
it's much more to maturity than our young minds could fathom.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? Having sex, conceiving a child possibly, being responsible, being selfless, knowing what real love is. These are things that young kid, we think maturity is speaking fluently and having an intellectual conversation, speaking about the future and having goals and being mature, being respectful to adults. That's maturity to do kids.
Those are still maturity.
It's okay, but it's much more to maturity to just being that. You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
And you said 16, nigga 13, son.
I said 13.
You said 13?
Yes. Damn. Can I speak now? Man, shut the fuck up. I also said if it was my son, my 13-year-old son, and I found out he was dating an 18-year-old girl, I said that's what's up. I also said I know my child. Parents should know their children.
Should.
So you as a parent, based on conversations and observations of your child, you would know their level of maturity. There's kids out there who is 13 years old or less who's in college. Are they not?
But that's not based off maturity. That's based off
intellect.
Some kids just like born geniuses. Like,
listen, everything ties into an extent. For you to be a genius and all of that stuff, for you to be 13 years old in college, or in a university or whatever, it takes a certain level of discipline for you to sit down and get to them books and, soak up all that information.
You mature in certain aspects.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not you're mature across the board. Because that's a different dynamic.
Goofy and childish and still do.
I know that. But I'm saying it's still maturity to an extent. It's just that now it's going to be a different aspect. You can be mature in a book manner, but immature in a sexual manner. You bring up sex, the person start laughing and giggling because they're not familiar with this topic. You see what I'm saying? So who knows if my son would be familiar with this topic or whatever. As long as I have a conversation, I know my son trusts his, he trusts himself, he trusts the person he's with, he knows himself, whereas he knows not to get involved.
You don't know yourself at 13, my nigga.
You do not know this. Not everybody's the same. Damn,
Boy.
because you're...
Nigga,
y'all Americans.
Life, it ain't about Americans. Fuck
Let
America.
me finish.
Life is an everlasting journey. We don't know ourselves right now, nigga. How you saying a 13-year-old kid gonna know himself? That makes no fucking sense. This nigga's 50 years old, still learning about themselves. You make no sense right now.
I make no sense to you.
No, and then the whole American, that definitely makes no sense. Like, America has nothing to do with this.
What does knowing yourself mean to you?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Because life is an everlasting journey. I haven't encountered everything in my life that's going to shape me into the man I'm going to be yet. So I'm always changing. I'm always growing. I don't know my full self yet. I know something that I wouldn't do. I know the core of me, as far as like me standing on my morality.
Who do you look at as very successful? Is it safe to say that Russell Simmons, entrepreneur, business mogul, multiple businesses,
is he successful? He's not someone that I would jump to and say, hey, he's successful to me. Okay. I would say someone like Will Smith.
Okay, Will Smith. Do you think Will Smith knows himself?
I think that he's still getting to know himself. That's what I think. I don't know if he knows himself. You saying completely? I don't.
All right, that's how you're speaking, because that's what I was gonna get to. He knows himself, yes, but he's still growing. Every day you grow. Every day you try something new. Every day you incorporate something else that you did not have equipped with yourself the day prior or the year prior. So everybody is evolving constantly. At 13, you can know yourself. You know you don't like certain foods. You know you don't like to be talked to in a certain manner. You know you don't like certain things. You know you don't like certain things. Shit. You know you'll like...
Look ahead, that's basic shit though. That's basic shit. Like, I know I don't like pizza. A 5-year-old knows that.
You always bring it back to this 5-year-old. You just don't get certain shit.
Like, you giving credit to a 15-year-old for what?
You said anything about a 15-year-old.
Everything you named was basic shit.
All right. I don't like because they got a basic fucking relationship at that age. That's my point. Why would I base stuff on how we think now?
What you mean relationship? Like,
I'm talking about 13 and 18-year-old. I'm talking about teenagers.
We don't know if it's basic.
Oh my God.
We don't know if it's basic. What's
basic? We don't.
They could be having sex, talking about marriage. They could be. Right. She could be pregnant right now. Who knows?
She could be. All I'm saying is you don't know how everybody. There's no one age where everybody comes into knowing themselves. You don't ever stop knowing yourself.
That's a fact.
All right. So my 13-year-old son, based on my conversation when I'm 30, in my 30s or 40s, and I'm like, damn, this nigga is like me when I was 27. So I know your mental capacity to a certain extent. Of course, I'm going to bring up sex. I bring up sex with my 10-year-old nephew. So based on your reactions and I tell you certain things like, yo, you don't have to. If she tell you go into a room, you do not have to do that. You ring my phone, that's it. I'm there. All right, Dad. I thank you. I love you. I trust you. I trust you too. Based on the feedback that you're giving me, questions I'm being asked, conversational topics we're embarking on, touching on, I can tell your level of mental maturity.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent, yes. But I can still tell though. So when I see you go into that room or whatever, like, yo, well, not go into the room, but if you tell me you're talking to an 18-year-old, it's like, all right, like, what is she saying? This is why people tend to neglect shit. They act like, okay, it's just the 13-year-old and the 18-year-old. That's it. Nobody else around, no friends, no family, no. People love putting off certain conversations, certain topics, and neglecting certain younger people to certain things because they don't think that they're mature enough. And I see it with my family, like, oh, when a sex scene comes on, when I was younger, oh, cover your eyes. Why? Because you don't think I'm mature enough to watch this on TV. Next thing you know, I'm experimenting. I got a girl pregnant, and I'm in my teenage years. When you could have just had the fucking conversation with me, and we could have probably prevented this shit. So technically, it's your fault because you made me oblivious to this subject.
Yeah, it's true. That example is true.
Yes, I know it's true. I only spit facts, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? I only spit facts. Man, moving on, man.
Nigga. Nah. All that is true. But when it comes to a 13-year-old kid dating a 18-year-old girl, depending on that 18-year-old
Why
girl...
can the 18-year-old girl be a kid too?
She is a kid. But at 18 years old, you have more access to things.
That's when American society dictates that you're an adult.
All right, so let's dive into that, because I got something for that too. People always say...
I got something for everything.
And Mr. Letterman said the same thing. And we know who that is. Yeah. He said the same thing. He was like, oh, that's an American thing. That's... In this society... well, I'm going to just say this right now. Before, like, from now on, when somebody mentions... America, just know that I don't fuck with America. You know this. So to mention America is like mentioning a redundant statement. I don't fuck with America's anything about America and how they live their life. As far as like when it comes like being detrimental, like obviously there's certain things that need to be in place.
You mean in terms of morality?
That I agree. Yeah. So nobody could hold that like, oh, you're Americanized in front of my face. That ain't gonna work. But anyway,
to an extent it do work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, to an extent. You believe everything they told you about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. You're Americanized to an extent.
No.
You believe in the media at certain times when it's about black people.
I believe things.
I believe.
I believe certain things that have certain factors that lead. In my mind, I do my own critical thinking, and I put pieces together. If I happen to get aware of it from the media, then so be it. But I do my due diligence. The whole Bill Cosby shit, I didn't believe everything about it, but I do believe that he raped some women. I don't believe he raped all the women. R. Kelly, y'all know my stance. His resume is long enough for me to see anything.
Yeah, but we didn't see that with our own eyes.
All right. Anyway, moving on, because OK should be dead right now. Okay. But anyway, in other countries, like let's say Africa, for example. In other countries, they're put through more tribulations or tribulations, however you want to pronounce it, at an earlier age, and
you don't know that,
and they put through.
You're guessing.
No, bro.
You're guessing. Why? Because they don't have Wi-Fi.
Are we in third world country right now?
Why do you think they go through more tribulations?
I'm gonna get to that if you let me finish.
All right. Okay, go get to it.
Is America a third world country? Yes or no?
No.
All right.
But what is your definition of third world? I looked up these definitions. What's the difference between first world and third world country?
I'm going to get to it. There are things that you cannot deny that kids in Africa go through that most kids, we're talking about percentage, most kids in America will never fathom to go through it.
Okay, and vice versa.
You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm talking about as far
what,
as
though?
like...
What?
like
indoor
not
plumbing?
not having any food.
They don't have food in Africa. See, that's what I'm saying. You're going off of socialization.
Bro, first of all, Africa's a continent.
Exactly.
So it's like what?
Exactly. That's your first mistake.
It's like 50 countries in
Tanzania,
Africa.
Zambia.
Okay.
Ethiopia.
I'm talking about.
Eritrea.
Okay. Let's say that it's a country in Africa.
Madagascar.
Right? Where Adam's from, right?
Yeah.
There's countries in Africa that those people experience that there's no state in America that we're gonna experience that. That's my point.
What country?
I don't know the country.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so
like
how do you know?
50, 100 countries in Africa.
Yeah, it's like 52.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know how much.
I'm gonna find a country. It's like, I don't know. I forgot the number too. But there are things, and you just being an asshole. There are things that, and in certain countries in Africa, that we wouldn't be able to fathom or go through it in America. Sometimes I'm asking you what. Sometimes I don't have cold water in my shower. I don't take a shower. I can't function with it. I can't take shower with cold water. I just can't. They have no choice in certain countries around the world.
You took showers in Africa? These countries in Africa you talking about?
You saying, bro? Are you saying that there's
you taken a shower there?
Are you saying there's no country in the world or in Africa where they don't have hot water at certain points in time?
I'm not saying that, but I'm asking you.
That's what I'm
made
saying.
A definitive statement just now.
Because there are countries where they have to go get the water from the water.
I watch documentaries on it. With me.
I watch documentaries on it. I don't know the name of the countries though. So if you ask me the question on what country, I don't know. But I have seen images of it.
So how do you know it's not a lie? That's all I'm asking you. How do you know it's not a lie?
So them being filmed in Africa.
What's the poverty rate would you say in Africa? Based on all the shit that you watch, you would say it's more than 50% though, right?
I don't know. I couldn't say that.
Based on socialization, majority of people would say it's more than 50%.
Most people, I don't know
because that's what they show us.
I don't know the number.
When in reality, it's the opposite.
I can't.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we got cold water in Guyana too, but you gotta realize the cold water in these countries and the cold water up here are two different things. If you are living in a constant tropical country all year round, there's no other season. That cold water, which you perceive as cold water, is regular ass temperature water for them. That's how they look at it. Now, if you put that water in the fridge, they would look at that as cold water. But you would look at that as colder. Like, that's colder water. You see what I'm saying?
But there's still
it's all about perspective.
That they don't have access to, that we may suffer from.
And vice versa. That's why I said vice versa.
That we may suffer from just because maybe our plumbing is down, maybe that we don't have any money at the moment, but we have much more resources as far as like luxuries.
That's why I said luxury. Yeah, it's all about appeal.
I'm getting to a point. So with the whole people say, you keep coming yours. So people keep saying that, in other countries, a 16-year-old boy, he has the mental capacity to date a woman or two women or raise a family by himself. That may be true because maybe in his country or his circumstances or his way of living, he's put through those things, he's put through those tribulations at an earlier age where he has to step up and be like the man of the household and go out and do what he has to do for his family. In America, we're not raised like that.
Yeah, I know.
Most people in America in their parents' house to 25.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? 26. The cost of living is higher here.
Yeah.
So we can't, like a young boy can't afford to mess with older women and do it because there are things that we do and we expect from people that requires money. So it's a different, you really can't compare the mentality out there to here because it wouldn't be a fair comparison. You know what I'm saying? So a 13-year-old...
Who brought up...
But no, because off air, you was like, it's our perspective. In other countries, a 16-year-old boy would be able to date an older woman and it's fine. Because here, a 16-year-old boy doesn't know what it means to take care of a woman. Where in the other countries, that's like their tradition.
That's a generalization. It is. But I was going to say...
But you get what I'm saying, though.
I know. I get
so
what
it's a
you're
bad
saying.
comparison.
No,
People can't say that.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're Americanized. Nigga, this is the society we live in.
I know.
That's like you raising a tiger in captivity versus being in the wild. He ain't gonna be able to survive.
You're not getting it. The reason I mentioned that, about 16-year-olds outside of America. There's 16-year-olds in Guyana who would be more mature based on, like you said, experiences, circumstances, trials and tribulations in their lives that served as a catalyst for them to grow up really fast, to be care providers for themselves, younger siblings, their parents, whoever, whatever, right? This is more, that level of maturity can be found at a higher rate outside of America in multiple countries. Okay. It's mainly Western culture. It's mainly Western countries that has this pacified, pussified way of growing up their people so that you can, if we know we're grown a certain way to become slaves, why is it hard to not peep certain other, you know what I'm saying? Peep certain other reasons for us being grown this way. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's people who's mature like this, like the 16-year-old in Guyana. There's people like that in Jamaica. There's people like that in India. There's people like that across countries in Africa. So what is it about all these other countries that's different to America?
The way of living.
But lifestyle. Okay. But obviously these other countries, it's less restrictions and confinement. Because at the end of the day, America has all these restrictions and confinement, but yet they still lead in rape over all these countries that are less, you know, socialized, less materialistic, less luxurious, and all of this other shit that they label as a way to downplay these countries. Okay. So it's not about appeal. I don't look at appeal to judge a country, because these countries, their graduation rates, like their literacy ratio is higher than America's.
It's higher than America. America's like,
all right. So I don't see why. That's why I said it's all about perspective in terms of their age, because America, they themselves, they put 18 years old, you're technically adult. Then 21, you can drink and all this shit. Now, you saying all this shit, but majority of your country citizens is breaking these laws. You yourself, the regulators themselves break these laws, don't abide by it. Mm-hmm. So what's the point of putting certain things in place, whereas it's not regulating?
But look, let's say, for example, for that boy, if that boy was raised in America, mm-hmm. then I stand by what I say. He should not be there.
Yeah.
Now, if that boy, I still think 13 is a very tender age. Like, you just started producing sperm, like 2 years ago. Like, I remember the moment that I was jerking off and white shit came out. I'm like, oh shit, I could have kids now, type shit. If that kid, let's say he came from another country where he lived in Mexico, and in Mexico he had to take care of his family. He already had a job. He wasn't going to school. And then he came to America, and then he met her. I would be more lenient. 13 is still crazy age for me. Like, that's 13. But because he came from a circumstance where his mindset is older, because, you know, age, and I agree with that, but if he came here from that, and then he met her at 18, I could kind of agree with that point. But since he's assuming that he's an American boy, and he grew up in this system, that's why I think it's even worse. Because I know the environment he's growing up in. He's not growing up in a society where he's put to those challenges at a young age. He's still a kid. I don't care how tall you are, how much muscles you got.
America grows the people up in a more pacified and pussified way.
But to be honest, would I want to be in a society where young kids are getting married and fucking and having kids young? I don't know if I would want to have a society like that.
Well, you got to go back to pre-colonial years and see how people was living to compare and contrast.
Because in my account, they was having kids at 12. The women and shit, they would get married at 12 and all that. I mean, my sister 11.
Exactly. So it's
I can't imagine her.
It's certain indoctrinations that we add into our moral compass, whether knowingly or unknowingly. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's all about that person. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. It's just that I can put myself in people's situations to see how they're thinking and why they think a certain way. And I'm not bashing. I'm not, putting down. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's all about perspective. Because to add to your scenario earlier too, with the whole if he was growing up here or if he was born somewhere else and came here at 13 and met the girl. One more way of looking at that, if you lived in Mexico, you're Mexican. You knew the 13-year-old and you saw the 18-year-old. All three y'all live in Mexico. You might look at that as okay. You see what I'm saying?
Who knows?
It's all about perspective. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And I seen the kid. He looks so young though in the face. He taller than him, but damn, son. Like, I look at my sister, and even if I live in a society where she was able to have kids at 12 and 13, my sister still looks like a kid in the face. I couldn't even imagine her seeing her be pregnant or some shit.
Yeah.
Like if humans had an adult face at 12, then I would kind of be like, all right. But you still look like a kid. You look like how you looked at 8. You just taller now. You a taller 8-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But, do we have any more? I don't think we got any more topics. Like I said, folks, it was a slow week. Yeah, that's all I got, man.
That's all you got?
Oh, let's touch on Tory Lanez and Don Q, man.
Yeah, what you think about that?
Yo, shout out, I ain't gonna lie, shout out Tory Lanez.
Shout out both of them.
Yeah, shout out both of them, but he, I like what he doing right now. Even though it's kind of arrogant.
Is he challenging every rapper?
He's challenging Pusha T, J. Cole. He's pushed. He gave both them niggas smoke. He said, "Yo,
about."
He said, "Whatever y'all want to come up with bars, either one of y'all got bars for both." He said, "You know what?" He said, "I'll take out everybody in Dreamville, and then y'all could give me Cole." That's his words verbatim. He says, "Y'all want to give me Cole? I'll take out every one of y'all niggas in Dreamville, and then give me the top dog." On some cocky shit. He said, it's on Twitter, he said, "I'm the best rapper in the game right now. I outbar any one of y'all niggas, period."
Alright,
he talking his shit. He talking his Soulja Boy shit.
J. Cole.
He talking his Soulja Boy shit, son.
Zaha the Prince. Pusha T.
Yeah,
Drake.
Pusha T. Drake got boys.
We got
too.
some hitters. We got some fucking hitters. Rick Ross, like
right.
Meek.
Right. Tiger, yep. Tiger too. Yo, shout out Tiger, man.
Shout out to Tiger, but Tiger, no.
Yeah.
No. Game got bars. But I respect what Tory's doing though. Yeah. I respect what he's doing.
Shout out Don Q though.
It's all about exercise. Why not do that? Like, yo, we rappers, this what we do. The NBA players, we have the fucking East versus West from time to time.
Yep,
we got all-star competitions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we play one-on-ones, all of that. Like, why not scrimmage once in a while?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for that.
Yeah.
But don't watch him out when you call out J. Cole. Because...
You ain't know he called him out?
Nah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a while ago he called him out. He said J. Cole and
Pusha
T could get these bars.
He got a lot of fucking balls call out J. Cole.
Yeah. But then, I mean, to be fair, J. Cole never really showed that what he would do in a rap battle. He's not confrontational.
I know what he would do.
He got bars.
I know. I'm telling y'all right now.
It's a different demon that comes out when they come rap battle. We don't know if he got that demon.
Don't do it. You don't want no hit 'em up part 2.
Alright.
Well, we do want that. That would be nice.
Alright. But what do you think about the
Don Q?
The records though? I didn't really like the first record. I feel like it was kind of boring.
Who? Don Q's
first record.
Yeah. For the first round, I would say Tory Lanez got it.
Yeah, Tory Lanez shit was disrespectful.
I didn't like Don Q's
Suck my dick, and he even mentioned him fucking Dream
Girl. He called him a fat something.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "To be honest, my nigga, you was an ugly nigga."
Yeah,
like I was like, "Alright, why you judging the nigga? Like that's corny shit."
But Don Q came back with some shit. This is your king?
Yeah. He's like,
he said some shit.
He's like, I told you, don't mention A Boogie. Like, I knew you was gonna mention A Boogie.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, yeah, you shouldn't have mentioned A Boogie.
And he said that Tory Lanez stole his flow in the Flex freestyle, which he said Tory Lanez admitted to it. And if you bump their freestyles, you can hear certain bars, even the cadence. You can hear the cadence in certain bars Tory Lanez that I stole from
Don Q
freestyle.
I fuck with Don Q.
Why you doing that?
To be honest, I bumped Don Q more than I bumped Tory Lanez, but
I bump Tory Lanez every day.
He won that round 1. Round 2, I'm waiting on Tory's response, but so far Don Q, I like that part 2 shit. Yeah.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, I still gotta get into Tory Lanez songs.
Yo, his last one, what was it called? Why Don't You Love Me, or like some shit like that. Why Don't You Love Me? It's a lot of pop, like a lot of pop. It's a lot of like trap beats. It's nice. A lot of like singing, auto tune type shit. It's cool though. But yeah, I want to see J. Cole get in the mix.
Man,
cause he been on his. You heard his Middle Child shit.
Yeah.
He performing at All Star Weekend with Meek Mill. He dropping Dreamville with his people soon. He said he want to get him more in tune with the young people, and he said he been in the house too much. He said, I'm about to start jumping on niggas shit. Like, he said, I'm gonna start jumping in your bags now. Like I can do the conscious shit, but I'm about to start jumping in the trap bags too.
Yeah, he's more than he's more than.
He's more than capable.
Capable, yeah. I was thinking of
hopping in their bags.
Yeah, he's more than capable.
And doing it better than them.
Being versatile.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Let's see.
Yeah, man, J. Cole, that's that nigga right there.
I think him and Drake coming out with a record though.
Yo. Oh, okay. That's gonna be another. Yeah. That's another hit record.
Yeah, cause J. Cole dropping the album and Drake dropping the album next year. Well, probably this year. So who knows? We might get a J. Cole and Drake record, a rap record, like a real rap record. I don't want no singing hooks. I want a real bar for bar.
Nah, sing. In the morning was the vibe, man. In the morning.
Oh, sing. Yeah, I mean, no rap, nigga.
You see, look at you. Look at your mindset. Man. You trying to confine niggas.
No, we already got that.
We don't care, though.
We already got that. I want to hear 2 niggas rap.
No. That's what I'm saying. Some songs could be strictly rap. Other songs
Okay, so make 2 songs. Mix. Some songs, one song where you singing, one song where it's all bars, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Fact of the week?
Fact of the week.
Alright, so this week's fact of the week. There's something called the Samson option. Samson, pertaining to the biblical figure. For those who know, for those who don't know, quick synopsis. Samson was world's strongest man. Samson and Delilah. The story is about a beautiful woman named Delilah being sent by the army or the king of that time to infiltrate, find out what gives Samson his power. Come to find out, he told her that it was his dreads. She told the army.
Never told her that.
They came in while he was sleeping because she seduced him. They was drinking wine, you know, they was getting lit.
See, women.
Cut his hair. He lost his strength. It's also said that he killed, I believe, don't quote me though, 10,000 Philistines with a donkey's jawbone. But his story ended, I didn't tell you this earlier, but his story ended, he was chained up in Philistine, wherever it was. I believe it's Philistine though. And he prayed to God, because he had lost his power, all his strength or whatever. He prayed to God, crazy. Asked him for one last, hoorah or whatever. And he pushed down, pillars, the big pillars that hold up buildings and stuff. He pushed it down and it collapsed and killed everybody, including himself. That's how he died. Because there was wicked people. The people who were enslaved and kept him in captive. So, all right, fast forward. The Samson option, it is a policy, in a sense, by Israel. And regardless of your, other countries or governments' affiliation with Israel, whether they're enemies, affiliates, allies, whatever, America included, they have a number of nuclear weaponry, and if Israel feels that it has its back against the wall and there's no other, hope or option, then they can go with this policy. And what it does is basically deploy nuclear weaponry to attack all these other countries, Russia, China, America. And that's just to show, like...
I don't think it would go to America.
Well, according to what I heard and what I read, it's everybody.
We be aiding them, right?
Yeah, it's allies, everybody. Because they're looking at it as...
Themselves,
if we go down... What? They going to attack themselves?
Because that's what Samson did. He killed himself and everybody.
Well, they're looking at it as if I'm going down inevitably.
Oh, you're going down. Oh, yeah.
All of y'all coming down with me because there's not going to be anybody to rule over us. Like, the Jews, they have this thing whereas goys or... goy is a derogatory term for non-Jewish people.
Never heard of it.
But they usually call us Gentiles. They call non-Jewish people Gentiles. But a goy it's like a nigger. You see what I'm saying? It's a negative term. So their thing is Jews do not work for goys or Gentiles. Y'all work for us. You see what I'm saying? So all these companies, you would see a Jewish owner, but you wouldn't see a black owner with Jewish employees. I mean, you might find it. I'm not saying that they never, but this is something that they say, like, out in the open. Like, they're just like, we don't work for y'all. Y'all are created. Right. In one of their books, it says that, of course, psychopathic writing. It states that Gentiles are supposed to work. Like, they're created to be the slaves of a Jew. In one of the books. I don't know the exact passage, the chapter, or whatever, but you can look it up. But yeah, they said, if ever we're vulnerable and we have no hope,
we letting that shit fly on all of y'all.
Yep. Even America, the country that's been giving them $4 to $6 billion since 1948.
Which is nuts. You know what 4 to 6 billion could do?
Billion.
You could give
every year.
I'm pretty sure you could split that up with everybody in America.
Plus nuclear weaponry.
We could be millionaires, at least all of us.
They could tell Israel, like, yo, for 2020 we gonna withhold the money and we gonna put it towards infrastructure.
Our economy.
That's one. Or we could put it towards our schooling system, get some better fucking teachers. Or we could help every homeless person. Or we could help every veteran. Veterans who fought in World War II for y'all enslavement in Germany. But nah, do we care about that? So that shows like all these stuff like Havara Agreement, like that I came across and I'm learning. I'm like, that tells the mentality of people. Right. You were enslaved, being killed. These people helped you. And the same people that helped you are now... I'm not saying every veteran is homeless or whatever, but a lot of them are. Yeah. Or they're in a home treated badly anyway. Yep. So...
a lot of pump faking in this country.
It's like, y'all work didn't matter. Right. We don't care about what y'all did. Y'all helped us? Okay, we really don't care.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'll never serve this country, son.
Yeah.
Ever.
Man. I'll be Muhammad Ali, man.
I'm not serving this country, bro. Y'all treating white veterans as like shit. So what the fuck you gonna do with me? Come on, son. It's common sense, bro. Like, they don't care. Like... That's why I said a lot of y'all be pump faking. That's why I said with the whole kneeling shit. When that whole shit was going on, we said on the podcast, y'all be pump faking. Y'all got all this outrage. Oh, disrespecting the troops, but they got niggas on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all this outrage. But then how many troops who's homeless are you really helping?
They walk right past them.
No, right past them. You ain't donating to no more foundations. You know what I'm saying? You're not speaking out on it. You pump faking. Selective outrage. And that's it, man.
You are my co-host. That's it.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening. Bang.